Hey guys, it's Vin from The Better Gentleman, and we're doing something a little bit different today. Normally I focus on smart tech like watches, Bluetooths, phones, and stuff like that, but today I wanted to share something cool that I found, and no, this isn't a sponsored video. It might sound like that at sometimes, but that's just because I'm genuinely excited about this product. And I'm sharing this because a lot of people with Samsungs have been looking for an all-in-one stand, and you might be wondering, can't they just use the same stands that iPhones have? And the answer to that is no. And that is because the 3-in-1 stands for Apple don't work with the Galaxy Watch. So actually, if you don't have a Galaxy Watch, you can use the 2-in-1 stands, the dual charger stands. Those will work fine for your buds and your phone, but they will not work for the Galaxy Watch. So this video is just for an all-in-one solution. And just a little bit more info about this. This is from a brand called ZHike, and I believe it's one of the only two on Amazon that even has a 3-in-1 solution for Samsung Galaxies. And this will run you about like $40. And also, whenever I got this in the box, there was the stand, the USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and a charging brick, as well as a user manual. So basically, exactly what you'd expect to be in the box. Before we get into the review, if you guys are enjoying this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more content like this. And for the pros, it charges all 3 devices at once. So it charges your watch, your Galaxy Buds, and your phone all at once. No issues there. And it does so at decent speeds. Up to 10 watts for the phone, 5 watts for the buds, and 3 watts for the watch. Alright, and the next thing is it has a separate indicator for each. So if you have your watch charging, it'll have a separate indicator for that. If you have your buds charging, separate indicator for that, and for your phone as well. And that's also a good way to see if something's done charging or if it's not charging properly. And another positive, at least for me, is that it is USB-C. So you don't really need to carry around an additional charging cable with you. And lastly, it's not too loud, so it won't really disturb you whenever it's charging. Alright, so now let's go on to the cons. First thing is that it caps out at 10 watts for the phone, and that's not necessarily like a terrible thing. I mean, I think that's a pretty decent speed for wireless charging, but nowadays most of the wireless chargers out there can go up to 15 watts for fast charging. And second, I'm really not a fan of the non-slip coating that they have because it gathers like a lot of like lint and stuff. And I mean, I get it, it's kind of like function over form, so that's kind of like a toss-up for me. And lastly, this is kind of nitpicking, but the spot for the buds have a photo of the AirPods. But again, it's fine. It works with your Galaxy Buds. You won't have any issues. And real quick, guys, before we get into the final grade, if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be massively appreciated. I don't do any sponsored videos or anything like that, and all the products I show here are paid for out of pocket. And by doing so, it allows me to be unbiased and fair in my reviews. But also, on the other hand, I get yelled at by my wife. So please help me out by subscribing. So overall, I'd give this an A. I feel like I'm being really nitpicky about the cons, and there really aren't that many alternatives to this. Like, I haven't seen any other ones. I saw one more on Amazon that was like this, and it was essentially just this with another brand's name on it. And ultimately for me, the main advantage to this is reducing clutter. Like, so you don't need to have like all these separate dongles and wires or whatever. Like, you have an all-in-one solution right there, and it just makes everything look a whole lot more neat and clean. And well, that's it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please drop a like, and for more content like this, please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.